food bank operates like this. The food bank is an organization that mainly distributes donated food to those that have difficulty with buying enough food to avoid hunger. It was first started in the United States in 1967 and is currently actively working in America and Europe region. Compared to Europe and America, in Asia and Africa, the food bank is relatively insufficient. The world's hunger population, about 820 million. In Asia, areas where industrialization and population is rapidly growing, the malnourished population is also high. The malnutrition rate in Asia is between 5% and 14.9%, which is right below Africa. Food Bank is working to eradicate world hunger. Worldwide, the food bank is used by 62.5 million people, easing the problem of world hunger. The food bank is operating in more than 40 different countries. Through the global food banking network, they cooperate with each other. Korean Food Bank. Korea started Food Bank in 1998 to solve the problem of hunger in low-income families during the IMF financial crisis. Currently, about 460 food banks are operating in Korea. Korea Food Bank Priority supports individuals such as undernourished children, people with disability, and senior citizens. Then support welfare facilities and organizations. Food Bank receives both money and food donations from private companies, global companies, large retailers, and individuals.
한국의 많은 NGO 단체 중에서 전국적인 네트워크망이 있는 푸드뱅크를 알게 되었습니다. 이것을 통해서 기부하게 되면 취약계층에게 실질적으로 전달될 수 있다고 판단을 하였습니다.
In order to provide donated food from companies, we also receive donations in the form of service, such as volunteering. In 2019, Korea Food Bank received about $205.7 million worth of food and household items and supported 31 million low-income families and 16,000 social welfare facilities. Operation Resources. To operate Food Bank, must have warehouse facilities, refrigerated distribution facilities where food can be stored by the different types of food, and dedicated office to manage the system. Also, vehicles equipped with cold or frozen freight carriage facilities shall be furnished. Staffs are required to operate Food Bank. Through volunteering programs, staff can be recruited and the meaning of sharing and helping can be achieved. In Korea, the national law indicates that the food bank must be equipped with storage warehouses, refrigerated vehicles, and refrigerated facilities, along with human resources. Delivery system. Food Bank receives donations from companies and individuals and redistributes donated food to people in need. In the case of food banks in other countries, donated food can be directly delivered to people in need, but it can also be delivered to food pantry or local social welfare facilities. In Korea, Food Bank have a delivery system that is connected to Food Bank and market in the cities, counties. Using food truck, local Food Bank delivers food to people in poverty. People who are free to move can freely come into local food market and take food they need. Management system. One of the most important things about operating Food Bank is to increase safety and transparency by efficiently distributing and managing donated food. For the safe management of food, Food Bank needs to establish its own regulations and follow the nation's safety-related regulations and standards. Also, they need to ensure that the food is being provided to the people through continuous monitoring and evaluation. Korea Food Bank operates in the Food Bank management system. From collection to distribution of donated items, it clearly shows its history. Also, operate logistics centers in Seoul, Incheon, Gyeonggi, and Jeju. Manage donated items in systematical order. Donation goods. Food Bank accepts food from processed food to fresh food. Food standards vary by country, such as expiration date, best before date, consumption date. It is desirable to set dates to collect and distribute products in a suitable system and situation in each country. According to the possible recruitment period and expiration date of processed and fresh food, the Korea Food Bank thoroughly manages donated products by setting distribution period. Also in 2017, expanded the scope of the donation from foods to living goods in order to meet diversified welfare demands. Household items include sanitary goods like shampoo, soap, toothpaste, cleanser, detergent, and etc. For the household items, only the items with an expiration period can be donated, and items without an expiration period will be inspected for safety. Donation management. In order for the food bank to be active, it is necessary to continuously expand the target population and search for donors. Especially, companies that produce, manufacture, and distribute foods should be accepted as a long-term food donor. Also, by securing basic information on these companies, it is necessary to provide secured and more persuasive ways to provide foods demanded by the local users. To increase awareness of Food Bank, advertise Food Bank through various media. By adopting tax deduction for companies who donated to Food Bank will help to create active donation culture in our society. In Korea, donors are given tax benefits within the range of 100% to 10% according to income tax and corporate tax law. Also, the government encourages morale by awarding commendations to outstanding companies. User management. Selecting Food Bank's users is very important. First of all, in order to verify the number of poverty population and standard of living, surveys for needs assessment should be conducted. It will be easier to find users if the Food Bank identify the welfare system, create user selection guidelines, and seek ways to cooperate with the government. In addition, it is necessary to cooperate with local government and private welfare organizations to identify the demand of low-income people who are suffering from hunger. In Korea, through consultation with local governments, emergency support target, near poverty groups, low-income class, recipient of basic living users are selected. Law and system. Secured funds for labor and operating costs are essential for sustainable food bank operation. Most of the expenses of the food bank are covered by donations, but it can also be operated with government subsidies. It means the creation of the food bank-related law is necessary. Because of Act on Encouraging the Donation of Food, etc., and enforced government support, the food bank in Korea is implemented as one of the representative projects of the public-private partnership. The food bank is leading to solve problems of hunger among the underprivileged, contributing to achieve United Nations Sustainable Development Goals of eradicating poverty, improving nutrition, and ensuring a healthy life. Let's create a sustainable sharing community culture through food banks in Asia. Korean Food Bank will be with you. Together, we can challenge zero hunger.